Now we are in a situation where our default website is working perfectly and we can verify it from here. So we click on the browse button and the page will be appeared over here in the Edge Explorer. So we close it, and right now we are going to make changes related to the certificate deployment. So what we did in the previous episode, we just submit the CSR to our vendor. And in our case, our certificate vendor is Cloudflare. So Cloudflare provides us the few certificates, and with the help of those certificates, we can secure our website and we can make our HTTPS services enabled over here. So how we can do this? So the process is very simple. So we need to make changes over here with the binding options. So we click on the bindings, and here you can see we have right now we have HTTP enabled over here. So we can put our domain name over here. So it will be, you can say, in my case, it's soteria.epaymentconnector.com. So I'm going to assign a domain name to this website. So I click on it, and now I need to add an other protocol over here, which is HTTPS. So here from the type sections, I need to click on the HTTPS, and here I need to put the same name over here, and here you can see we need to add the certificate. But when I click over here, we did not find any kind of certificate. So it means that we need to install our certificates which we get from the Cloudflare. So I just copied my all certificates here in my download folder. Here you can see I have a few certificates to secure this HTTPS traffic. So before going to install these certificates, we need to get detailed information about all these certificates. So let me open the certificate console tool for server 2022. So I just type over here MMC, and from here I click on the Control M button. Here you can see, so I need to add the certificates, and from this window I need to select the computer account. So I click on the next button and local computer selected, and I click on the OK button. So when I click on the certificate, so here you can see we have number of categories of the certificates which we use for different purposes. But right now we are going to implement our personal certificate for our website. So here I need to find under the personal domain. Here you can see we have no certificates implemented over here. Okay, so I just need to install those certificates over here. So before this, let me describe the certificates over here. Here you can see the first certificate is AAA certificate services. So I click on it, and it's my root certificate, which basically provide by Cloudflare. So when I explore about the detailed information, so it's clearly mentioned that it's a root certificate which provided by the Cloudflare. So I click on the journal button and I click installed, and then I need to select the local machine, because when I go for the current user, so it will only use this certificate for current user. So I need to select the local machine and click next, and then automatically select the certificate stored based on the type of the certificate. I need to use the default options, and if you want to place this certificate manually, so you can utilize this option. So I'm going with the default option, next, and finish. So the Cloudflare root certificate installed, which is, you can say, it's a kind of a place where we can verify our certificate which provided by the Cloudflare. Now the second certificate is here. It's an intermediary certificate, because we have the root certificate authority, then we have the intermediary root certificate authority. So for that purpose we have the second certificate, and here you can see we have the install certificate option available over here. So we just click, and again, we go with the local machine. So we click on the next button, and again next, and finish. So we install the root certificate and intermediary certificate over here, and now it's time to install an other certificate which can validate our both intermediary certificate and root certificate. So it's again from the root certificate server. So I installed this certificate and select the same options. So basically, whenever we try to submit our CSR request to the any certificate vendor, so they provide us three major certificates. And what is the purpose of these certificates? Basically, these three certificates will validate our certificate which we are going to install for our website. So here is the original certificate here. So it's a certificate for our original machine. So I click on the local machine, and when this certificate is installed, we will definitely verify this certificate from this window over here. Right now, when we explore the personal option related to the certificate, so it's completely empty. So let me install this certificate. So I click on the next button, and then it show me the location. So I say yes. It's asking about the password. So definitely when we are going when we submit the CSR request, so at that time we create the password. So we need to put the same password over here, and then click on the next button. And here it's again asking for the same option. So we can also place over here. So if we click on the button, click on the option place all certificates in the following store, so we can browse from here. And here you can see all options will be provided from here as well. So we cancel it, and we automatically select the certificates store based on the type of the certificate. We click on it, and we click next. The import was successful. I click OK. Now I need to verify. Here the option is again empty, so I just need to refresh it, and here we go. Now the certificate option is available over here. So I need to open the certificate. From here I can verify the same website name which we are going to implement for our own web services. So